What? Okay, there we go. All right. Yep, I did it. Okay. Ignore me threatening Jex's life in the chat. I'm sure that's nothing. Everything is fine. Nobody's going to die. Except for Jex. Thanks for ignoring me threatening Jex's life. Poor Jex. Poor Jex. Poor Jex, because he's going to subscribe at tier 3, which is definitely a thing I have that you can subscribe to. Oh god, I hope it's not. I feel bad enough that I don't have any, like, subscriber things in this chat. Where, like, I don't, I technically, I'm going to go check. I'm going to go check right now, because I can go to the creator dashboard. Where's the special stuff? Yeah, so I have like 5 standard emote slots. And I technically also have the ability to have 6 more tier 1 sub emote slots, and then 6 animated emote slots, and then if I unlock Twitch alerts, what the fuck are Twitch alerts? I think there's like some weird thing about whether or not you're allowed to use stuff like that in your emotes. Because I do know that at some point they did have like an approval process. Wait. Oh, wait, I can't show it here. Or can I? One sec. I'm going to try something potentially incredibly cursed. Just go into my server here. Okay, do this. Cool. Oh, wait, no, I need my special thing that allows me to inspect element. Oh, that is laggy. That is laggy. Do I want the app container or do I want the layer container? I mean, oh, I guess I wanted the app container. Yep. Can I search in this? Oh my god. Okay, getting there. Every single time I try and do something incredibly cursed in my Twitch streams, I just have to deal with computers being the worst, but also Discord being the worst. Let's scroll down a bit. There's the most recent message. Okay, expand this. No, no, no. No, there's the message container. All right, there's this container. And if I've done everything right, no, that's... Oh, is that how it's going to be? Maybe I can do this. Perfect. Okay, I got it. Save image as, and we go into streaming, and we go into images, and we just save this. Okay, now I can add an image, browse, streaming, images. Oh, Discord or OBS cannot embed animated WebP. All right, WebP to GIF. Streaming images. We're gonna do this. You're gonna see what I could theoretically do. Here we go. Okay, there's the animated GIF. Save image as. Save that to my images. The animated GIF is actually 20 kilobytes smaller. Great compression job you did there, Discord. Image, browse. Did I save it in there? So, what if I compressed an entire 1 minute, 30-second music video into a single GIF? That's one of my Discord emotes. And apparently the person who made it turned out to be a total chud, but this runs for the entire 1 minute, 30 seconds. We're just going to sit here and watch it together. Everybody having a good time? If you are, I'm sorry. I don't remember what possessed me to do this. I just wanted to see if it was possible to get everything compressed into that. Yeah, it's still, I think it's almost done. I think it's almost done. But on some level, I do kind of... Oh, wait, I should do something. Scale filtering. Point. Oh, that's worse. That's so much worse. There we go. Bicubic. So yeah, it's still going. Still going. There we go. There we go. It's done. And, I'm just going to put this over here for the rest of the stream. I'm very normal. I do things that are normal and that normal people would do. If you're mentally well adjusted like me, I really should. I really should give that its own window, but I don't want to mess around with the 9 slice settings right now. That is such a pain. It is such a pain to deal with the 9 slice settings. I'm definitely not going to mess around with the 9 slice settings right now on stream. Definitely not doing that. I'm definitely not loading up my layout. Okay, there we go. And we need my window controls. Okay, there we go. And of course, I need to zoom in, and I need to add a filter, and that needs to be the, where is it? Scaling and aspect ratio. There we go. Point, and I think it's 256 by 256. Is that right? It sure is. Now I add in the 9 slice. You are allowed to honk me. That is true. So let's see. I think I need 32. 32, 32, 32. Oh, no, it's not 32. All right. There we go. All right, is that it? 110? Yep, 110. All right. And bottom is, oh, no. We actually, do we want to do that? All right, let's find out. All right, we do this and we do top. All right, and that goes to 55. All right, left. We'll just go with 25 and we'll go with 25 for the bottom. There we go. I am so fucking cool. Now we just add a group and we're going to do that. And we're going to put these both into here. Just grab you, zoom in. This is what I do whenever I add a new window to the stream layout, by the way. This is like a whole thing that I do. There we go, and we just get it like this. There we go. And now I lock that, and I can just drag this down over here. That's our new stream buddy. And I will, of course, copy it, because now we're going to go over to the game stream, which has vanished. And we're just going to put this over here, like right over here. It'll be partially covered by the game box, which is not working correctly for some reason. I bet I know why. It's because I don't have the window in focus. For whatever reason, the horizontal slice is running in 4:3. There we go. There it is. Okay, there we go. I mean, graphics are kinda looking a little... Well, I guess it is an early build. Oh, I guess you don't know that. So technically speaking, Red Dead Redemption is tagged internally as RDR2 because it technically came after Rockstar buying the rights to Red Dead Revolver, which means a lot of the internal files in Red Dead Redemption 2 call it Red Dead Redemption 3. So Red Dead Redemption 4 obviously or Red Dead Redemption 3 obviously would be tagged with RDR4. And this has caused much consternation within the Red Dead Redemption community, who keep thinking that they find evidence for the production of Red Dead Redemption 3, which I have proof for right here because I'm streaming it. 99% of that is true. But yeah, it's very likely that originally Red Dead Redemption was going to be called Red Dead Revolver 2. I know this because I have autism. Anyway, we're actually playing Wild Arms 3, because I want to play Wild Arms 3. I mean, it's true, autism is stored in the boobs. I wonder if we're ever going to start seeing, like, really broad-scale PS2 decomps, or rather recomps. Because, I don't know, I would like to be able to play a lot of these games without having to rely on an emulator. Oh, so yeah, character selection. I'm going to do Clive first. Clive is now wife guy. PCSX2 has gotten a lot better, but I would really rather not have to ever deal with it ever again. I did stream this a little in call. Oh, here's another thing about Wild Arms 3 that I love. Fucking... Oh yeah, it is the weed version. That is the weed version of the OP. I don't know why that stuck in my head. I streamed a little bit of Wild Arms 4 here, and I fucking hated it. But yeah, this is the thing I like about the game. Literally every single character gets a portrait. It doesn't matter how inconsequential, everyone gets a portrait. I do not recommend going back to Wild Arms 4 if you liked it. Alright, get myself a free heal berry, and while I'm on my way down the thing, I'm gonna shit out bombs. What the? Oh, one sec. Here we go. Okay, and now we do this. Oh, come on. Oh, of course. What? 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 Yes, apply this profile, please. Oh, you're just gonna be like that, huh? You're just gonna be like that. There we go. Yeah, Wild Guns and Wild Arms are very distinctly different games. Alright, that was just explaining how the ECN gauge works. And I guess I should have explained it too, but I didn't. So the ECN gauge basically determines how much you can avoid getting into combat. So if I do this, and then press circle, I can just dismiss that combat encounter, but the ECN gauge goes down. If the ECN gauge reaches 0, I cannot avoid combat anymore. Bombable wall, because we're playing Zelda. Bombable rocks, because we're playing Zelda. There are other things you can do to... Oh, no, I don't... I think this is progress. This is progress. Now, another thing about combat in this game is You have to reload. So, because of that, I cannot shoot. This gun is a 2-shot, so I need to reload, which is also your defend action, which means I don't take any damage on that very weak attack. And you also automatically reload after battle. Yeah, this is the way to progress. I want to go this way. If you walk through a door while you're waiting for, or while the exclamation mark is active, oh right, I can't go up that way yet. You do not get into combat. It just resets the encounter rate. This also applies if you do things like open chests and certain other interactive items. I really like this game. I have played this game so many times. How is the fraught dog? I'm gonna set battle speed to turbo. The fraught dog. Amber, should I explain the fraught dog or should you? Okay, so a fraught dog is when you put 2 hot dogs in the same bun, so it's like they're fraughting. The fraught dog. Okay, so collecting white crystals replenishes your ECN gauge. Hey Amber, do you think they'll let me go to Subway and get the hot dog there, but have them put 2 hot dogs in the same bun? Do you think I can get a Subway fraught dog? I think that's the way to yeah, because the chest is over here, right. Okay, Gimbal coins. The game says they're hard to come by, which I guess is technically true, but by the end of the game I usually have like 50 of them. Oh, yeah, they would charge me extra, but also it would be really funny. Heelberry. 300 bucks. Oh, right, that won't do anything right now, but later in the game you can use that to unlock hard encounters. That's the holographic archive. Don't worry about it. That's a spoiler. So anyway, this is Clive. Clive's whole deal is that he's, oh. I mean, this is wife guy. And yeah, here's what Clive has been sent here to hunt. It's a fuck off big dragon monster. So, dodge or defending actually does mitigate a lot of damage. Oh. And I believe this next shot, it'll take off after it attacks. Yeah, it's limping, so it's going to start flying now. Game? There we go. So, I need to reload. And now I can use one of Clive's special abilities, Lock On, which will immediately do damage, even if enemies have extremely high evasion. And because this is a tutorial, this technically means we have won this part of the fight. Unfortunately, it did poison us. And now it's going to fuck off, and we're going to have to just deal with that shit. All right, let's see. There we go. There's an exit. And we are taking a lot of poison damage. So here's the other thing that I wanted to explain earlier. After you end a fight in Wild Arms 3, it will add back to your health by subtracting from your vitality, which is the little bar right below your health bar. That only replenishes once you've gotten to rest or fulfilled certain conditions. Eventually you do find free places to rest at, but generally speaking, when you rest, you're going to be resting at an inn, and each time you rest at an inn, the amount the inn charges you increases. So you do not want to be relying on the inn heavily. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna do this. And oh, I mean, Clive, you were kind of a rude guest. You did try and shoot it. Here's Clive being extremely distressed over a large rock. So there's actually a reason you can place a huge amount of bombs at the same time. It's because the effects stack. I don't need any of those. Press X to jump off the cliff. Is this the right way? How am I on health? 161, that's fine. We have enough vitality to just kind of tank through all of this. I'd really rather not use a heal berry because there is another thing about this game that I'm going to have to explain. And we are officially out of vitality. So another thing about this game, you can't buy healing items. You cannot buy healing berries. You cannot buy potion berries. You can't buy any of these things. They are of limited supply in the world. Oh, what do we got? I've got a DM. Who's sending me a DM? Oh. So what you have to do is actually something that happens in a secret area later in the game. Oh, a chest. Come on. There we go. Cutscene plays. And Ernest Borgnine is just going to help us out here. Sepia-toned flashbacks with a mysterious mustached man. New character portrait. This is Fram. If I ever see her again, I might use a name tag on her to rename her to Fran, so she has a normal name. What does that mean, Amber? What does it mean to Fram somebody? No, I explicitly do not know what it means. That's why I asked. So this is Huey. He also has a character portrait. He's just some guy. If you don't go through a specific set of like sequences and like go here later in the game, you will never see any of these characters ever again. So it turns out that you don't want to only injure a monster and then burn its house down. And Wife Guy, being incredibly professional, is going to make sure that he kills the monster. Now, I am pretty sure that since it's flying, this won't land. Yep, it doesn't land. So what we do... Antidote. Oops, guess we're not poisoned anymore. Now we're just going to reload. It's going to do a glider dive. Our force level goes up, and we can just shoot it with a gun. And our best bet is to just defend throughout this fight, because that will help our force level go up with us taking very little damage in case a hit does land. But glider dive... Oh! And now beams of light shoot out of the enemy and it explodes. Which I think more enemies should do. Anyway, there we go. We have saved the town. I fucking love this game. This will probably be my second time beating it this year if I actually do beat it entirely on stream, which I kind of want to do. I also do want to go back to some older games, but that I've streamed because I don't really like those earlier streams. My audio quality was terrible. I was stuttering a lot through them entirely, and I just kind of want to not do that. All right, next up, we're going to do... I'm going to call you... So this is Edgelord. His name is usually Jet, but I'm calling him Edgelord. Yeah, well... I love you too, you fucking gay ass. It was cute, but I don't particularly like the earlier streams. They're just eh. Yeah, I am gay. So is she. It would be really weird if that wasn't the case. Edgelord Enduro. So the thing about Jet is that he fucking sucks and everyone hates him. Jet's entire thing is if you try and be a cool guy who doesn't get along with anybody, everybody just gets kind of tired of your shit. And you know what? Fucking valid. You gotta get along with people at least a little bit. All right, here we go. We go up here. Oh yeah, his thing is he has a boomerang. It can break certain barriers and... oh no, we've fallen into a hole. Huh, weird. It's some guy. Right, and we're just gonna go up here. Hop down. Oh. Oh, yeah, hopping down ledges also, resets the random encounter. But, you know, actually doing encounters is generally a good idea. So what we do is we go over here. Boomerangs can also set off switches. We have a lot. Actually, how much do we have? Oh, right, it says at the bottom. Okay, we have 1161. We want to ideally get to 5,000. Because if we get 5,000, we can buy the world map. Okay, we need to dash through these traps, otherwise we will take damage and die. Well, not die, but we'll take damage. Oh, so here's his character portrait. Here's this guy's character portrait. And this guy's character portrait. I am going to show you everybody's character portraits. Yeah, the running animations in this game are great. I think the only Wild Arms animation that outdoes it is the crouch walk animation in Wild Arms Alter Code F, which looks goofy as shit. So these people have a missing kid, and Edgelord just refuses to help. Another character portrait. I actually really like her character portrait. It's cute. Save that for later. I have plans. And then we got this guy's character portrait. Yeah, I fucking love this game. I know I've said that repeatedly, like, yeah. So, let's see, and we'll talk to this guy. But anyway, that's not our problem. We're gonna go this way, and we're just gonna keep doing things our way. So another way you get heal berries is that very rarely they will drop off of enemies. So we can just climb on these things very slowly. They're not going to be very interesting plans, Amber, so don't get your hopes up. Oh, mini carrot. So, mini carrot charges your FP gauge by 1 level. When we get to a certain point in the game, we will be producing a significant amount of mini carrots and regular carrots to make certain things easier. Yeah. The problem here is that this plan is not very interesting. Oh, god damn it. I mean, he's a little buff, but also he sucks so bad. Oh my god, he sucks. He does end up being a physical attack powerhouse for a while. Oh, right. Oh, orange crystals. These refill your health. Oh, here's another thing Edgelord can do. He can do an upward flippy. And we go here. And we go here. Treasure chest. And down. Oh. Yeah, Jex, do a flip. Oh. Those holes in the thing. Not falling for that shit. Jex, I'm gonna make it a rule in the chat for everybody to ask you to do a flip at some point. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I only put rules in the chat where people will do things to me because I don't want to cultivate some sort of behavior where everybody makes a specific person in the chat like an inside joke, because I think that's kind of mean. This guy also has a portrait. Everybody. I mean, no, you stand me because I'm incredibly powerful, and if you don't, I will destroy you. Those aren't mutually exclusive, Amber. You can do both. No, I don't know what Fram means. So, Jet's looking for the crystal flower. Everybody's looking for the crystal flower. The crystal flower is kind of a big deal. I mean, it can be if you're cool. All right, everybody, I'm going to read all of the dialogue out loud for checks so that they don't miss out on anything. So Edgelord just said, "Yo, I think something's coming." And Pike just said, "Yeah, I think I got something too." And then I'm not gonna keep doing that. That's gonna drive me fucking insane. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. Not as much as Golden Sun, but I'm always saying a lot of things. Sometimes I just say words recreationally. All right, boss time. So, Edgelord here is kind of a bit of a glass cannon. He never has a whole lot of HP. And now it's using its shitty recovery move that I hate. So we can use his ability, Accelerator, which gives him immediate priority in the turn order. Well, it's time to get out of this place. Yeah, when you defeat a boss enemy, they shoot out beams of light and explode. As it should be. I think it's better if enemies shoot out beams of light and explode. Also, I hope my audio quality is okay. I recently got an entirely new audio setup because I managed to get a $25 XLR mic, which means I'm piping that through into my old XLR audio interface, which then converts everything to USB audio, which I'm now using for all of my voice stuff. Yeah, so this guy basically buried his childhood toys in a monster-infested, trap-covered ruin for reasons I cannot possibly comprehend. Just keep that shit under your bed. Like, yeah, he was using them to, like, play within the ruins when they weren't as dangerous. The traps were always there. You could always get impaled by spikes or cut in half by a falling saw. Oh no, Jet has amnesia. So he's an edgelord with amnesia. Kids love getting impaled. I'd know. Isn't that right, Amber? I took my progesterone before stream. Does it show? All right, let's see. There we go. Go up here. And go down here, and go up here, and go up here, and go up here. Flip, and there we go. I don't think I've ever had amnesia. I don't really remember having it. Oh. So, if the boomerang bounces off, hits a wall, it will fall down, but if it falls down and hits a switch, that still counts as hitting the switch. Which, I mean, there are ways to... There we go. I mean, that is what they're for. That and making your boobs huge. Oh, that reminds me, I need to check something really quick. Okay, later today I need to make sure I make... Oh wait, no, it's September I do it, isn't it? Yeah, okay, never mind. I was worried for a second. I have to get blood work done because I take a lot of medication to turn me into a girl. And I forgot that I have to get blood work done in the middle of September. I mean, you never know, and, you know, you might also, if you switch to injections, just get, like, that boost of, hey, estrogen. And then with progesterone levels also spiking, who knows? Anything's possible. And so, yeah, wait, nicotine does that? Nicotine will, like, keep your estrogen levels and stuff low? So this is Gallows. I'm going to name him Deadbeat because he just kind of runs away from all his problems and he gets drunk all the time. Yeah, I guess it... I didn't know it could interfere with that. I guess that's one more reason why you shouldn't give a 9-year-old cigarettes. Gallows' design is you know, choices were made. So the thing that's on the train is the Arc Scepter. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to read this out loud. Because the Arc Scepter text in the newspaper does not say anything about the Arc Scepter. Lost in the wastelands? Don't want to perish horribly? Sounds like a job for Call Whistle. Just give a quick toot and up to 4 living, breathing horses will materialize poof before your very eyes. Yes, trudging through the hot sands on the verge of death only. That's just the item text for the Call Whistle. I'm wondering where it's from. Actually, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check right now. Don't fail me. Well, okay, never mind. I was hoping that maybe I could just throw some of the text into Google and it would just tell me where it's specifically from, but Google lacks the information I seek. All right, here's Gallows' character portrait, I guess. Gallows also has an Arc Scepter. Here is Shane, Gallows' easily force-femmable brother. The guide I read for this game back when I first ever played it kept getting really mad that Shane was a boy. So the Arc Scepter is basically used to help communicate with the very planet itself. I mean, they could get even, or they could embrace wanting to fuck a boy. So Shane's whole thing is that he can, to some degree, communicate with various spirits and also see very limitedly into the future. But Gallows is just like, fuck it, I'll just deal. Oh, it wasn't even game facts. This is on the RPG. This is on shrines.rpgclassics.com/ps2/wildarm/WA3. It just comes up in the guide there. So here's the save point. Because Gallows actually has the longest opening bit of game. Noise that says that suspiciously reads like good girl, you say. I wouldn't know anything about that. Not one bit. Isn't that right, Jex, if you're still here? And you should probably look over at your phone and stare at it for a prolonged period of time. You know, that's just something you should do. Just for a while. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. What? I didn't do anything. I didn't do a thing. You're imagining things. You're crazy. I guess that's just how women get when they're hysterical. Let me just tweak that a little, because that's peaking on the audio interface. But yeah, basically everybody in town knows this guy is a deadbeat. No, if Jex got flippant, we would stop telling her to do a flip. Anyway, because we were nice to her, she just gave us 5 heal berries and 3 Gimel coins. And sometimes you can even find stuff in barrels, but we can't find one here yet. We don't have the shop guy here. Oh, yeah, so that guy just told us about the search system. I will explain that when we get to the world map. There we go. Heelberry in that barrel there. Oh, dog. Oh, right. I didn't show everybody's portrait. This is Lorena. She looks like that. And I gotta show off this person's, here's Cordell's portrait, because he also has a portrait, even though he doesn't really tell you much. He's basically just explaining the search system more and more. Here's Ellen's portrait. Did I go in here? I don't think I did. Nothing there. Oh, and here's a guy, but I'm gonna check these barrels first for another heelberry. Here's Harold. No, sure, we don't remember anything about being a priest. So this is going over some of the history of the world. And basically, it's just talking about how shit's pretty fucking bad. Wow, that guy's rude. Yeah, shit went down in the past in this world. Oh, I do not like those clouds. Oh. Yeah, but shit went down in the past. This planet is basically turning into a wasteland because of some things that happened. So, here's Hallie. She is, fucking Gallows' grandmother. Or I think maybe that's just like a term that he uses to refer to her with. Alright, so now we have to go to the Southern Sanctuary. So it's time to talk about the search system. When you press square when you're out on the world map, you just radiate off an expanding sphere that detects things in the nearby area. This is core to the entire game. When we get the map, we will be able to look at XY coordinates. And anyway, here's this fucking nightmare. We killed it. It dropped a heal berry. How many heal berries do we currently have? Oh, that's almost a good amount. And anyway, here is the Fallen Sanctuary. That's where we have to go. So I kind of love the magic system in this. Let's just raise the stairs so we can get out of here later. Oh, you know, his best? He's just doing his best. So can I cast anything? No, not yet. There we go. And now we can do... Wait, no. These things need to be refrigerated, not pressurized. So, magic doesn't cost MP or anything like that in this. Yep, this is Wild Arms 3. It is one of my favorite games ever, basically. So how magic works in this is you have your foot, and when you reach the threshold minimum amount of points you need to cast magic, you can just cast that specific magic as much as you want and not have to deal with any costs associated with it. which makes Gallows a really good caster. I don't want to go that way. There's actually nothing up there for me yet. Oh, 3 is an utterly fantastic game. I think it is one of those games from the PlayStation 2 that doesn't really get overlooked, but I don't think it gets the attention it deserves. Alright, now we have the Ice Beam. It doesn't really do anything that's particularly interesting, but it does have near infinite range. Alright, we got Ice Beam, we got another Gimmel coin, and some more heal berries. But because you need to generate FP to do casting, it makes a lot of sense to have your casters also use combat. But when you use a summon, it takes your FP down to 0. And summons are incredibly powerful and very, very useful. And this isn't even getting into how this game is very heavy on using status effects to accomplish things. Anyway, we just need to extinguish that with the Ice Beam. Like, this isn't a game that I know inside out or anything. I still do use a guide when I'm upgrading arms. Because upgrading arms is very expensive and can... you can fuck it up a little. Oh, right. So another thing about FP. When you use a force ability that does explicitly drain your FP, so if you were to use extension, which allows you to cast onto multiple targets, that means you're going to spend 25 FP at the end of your turn, which means you will not be able to do anything until you regenerate the amount you need. This is a game where there are systems and things, and I really like that. Because they're not necessarily too complex, but, you know, they do have some shit going on, and I like that. Alright, so now we drag this over this way. Oh. Just skip that because we're doing a puzzle. And this is a block you can step on. And I need to check something. This says that battle speed is turbo, but alright. So one of the reasons that we want to start farming carrots as soon as we can is... Here's the thing. We step off of that. Can't really do anything. And I don't believe there's anything we can do here yet about that. Yeah, no, because there's nothing in here. Oh, right, that's something that we can do much later. I believe that just takes us to a room with a couple of chests, one of which is a duplicator. Alright, just stand in the middle here and spin around. Nothing else in here. Cool, let's go. And here's the Arc Scepter. Don't be weird, deadbeat. So he's stealing the Arc Scepter for reasons. So now what we need to do is just defend. And we want to do that until we reach 25 foot. I mean, you don't have to apologize for anything, Amber. I'm just glad to have you here. Like, that's just kind of the thing with me. Oh, there we go. One of them missed. So I think we can actually beat this fight with, okay, here we go. I think we can beat this without even triggering the tutorial. Oh, I don't know if these guys need refrigerate or, pressure. Wait. I can just use analyze, and it should tell me what they're weak to. It is weak to water. Okay. I love these guys. They're fucking dorks. Oh, also hi Faye. Extension, pressure. There we go. And because we beat them with water, we get 4 water gems. Gems. Okay, how do I explain gems? When you defeat an enemy using magic, you get a copy of that gem with the affinity applied, with the affinity of that element that you use to defeat the enemy on that gem. If you do this correctly, you can basically have everybody cast every kind of element at will, because it's not too hard to farm gems. Like, I know a little bit about this game, just a little tiny bit. Oh. Ooh. Thanks for missing, idiots. Oh, they don't... Oh, right, because they're not on the same row. So that's another thing about extension, which I can't show right now. When you target something, you will have different rows of enemies in the target list, and sometimes those rows will contain multiple enemies. Extension will allow you to cast upon all of those rows, similar to how Virginia's Mystic will allow you to use items on enemies that are all in a row, as well as on your entire party, depending on which item you're using. It's... yeah. I'll extend your matter? Oh no, a creepy voice. Oh, it's just our hot little sister. I mean, brother. And the answer to this is pretty simple. We just use the Arc Scepter. I'm always thinking about penetrating things. Oh. Through the incredible power of brotherhood, we can do anything. Yeah, so he's basically just telling his brother that he's gonna fuck off and do his own thing. Through the power of incest. It took a lot of brotherly love to get this thing. He says, holding his scepter. I fucking love this game. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Lean back a little bit, because that means I can sit a little more comfortably. No, just tweak the angle of the microphone. Again. There we go. Oh, that lady back there will also have a character portrait soon. And then, after we complete the next part, which will be the final part of the prologue, before the first prologue boss, I'm going to get something to drink. I am thirsty. Like, literally thirsty, not metaphorically thirsty, Amber. But also metaphorically thirsty. Oh, what? Did the progesterone finally get you lactating? I mean, Alright, so here's Virginia. Can I fit it? No, I'm gonna have to do... Every character gets a name. You know, we've got Wife Guy, we've got Edgelord, we've got Deadbeat, and we've got Big Sis. So, Virginia's town is currently being robbed by goblins. Here's Tesla. Here's his character portrait. Here's Virginia's character portrait. I love Virginia so much. When I first played this game, I really wanted her to be my big sister. Don't worry about it. Even the Hobgob boss has a character portrait. We kill this guy in like 20 minutes. I mean, he's just really happy. He loves to rob villages. And then he just headbutted a guy. Yeah, if we're starving, we can just eat the weak. Great advice. Goblins have no concept of prion disease. It's so weird to see Virginia's uncle ask where Big Sis is. I mean, they might eat brains. We don't know. Like, you might need to eat the entire part of, like, the entire human. Anyway, here's Gob's hideout. Here's her sad character portrait. Oh, a barrel. Nothing in it. Oh, right. Gotta use the switch. Yeah, so close behind that she's practically inside. I mean, here she is being determined. Alright, so... Shit! I want that. That's a revived fruit. I can't get it. Oh, wait. No, there we go. And here's the Tinder Crest. Who here likes Gambit from X-Men? So yeah, the planet is slowly being consumed by the wasteland. And people think it's probably because of the war that happened like a few hundred years ago, which makes sense. And now it's talking about drifters. That's what we are. The first drifter, Alan Smithy. And so this is just basically reminding you to rest regularly. Oh wait, hold on. Loda Linsky's tip for reloading. Yeah, this is just telling us how to reload and how arms automatically reload, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. This is part of what happened to the mansion we are currently in. So they inherited this mansion, and right now they're kind of dealing with the fact that I just realized that I still have that fucking thing going in the background. Oh my god. No, it was load a lot. So yeah, by the end of things, there was only one person living in this mansion, and then he probably died, and goblins took over. Alright, so we do this, we light both candles, and now this door opens. That's how doors work. Oh, and now this room. We can't get up this yet. That's going to require a special ability later that lets us jump up slight ledges. Alright, let's see if I can figure out... Alright, that opens that door. We are burning through vitality. And this takes us here. This is progress. To be fair, despite her name, Big Sis is only level 1. Here we go. Another mini carrot. I do want to get more of those. Alright, now I can't remember if this is a floor that sucks. Heelberry. No, this isn't a floor that sucks. Confidence versus overconfidence. Yeah, that's just teaching us about auto-battling, which... Oh, wrong way. There we go, and this should get us the duplicator. No, that's another heal berry. Whately and Co.'s prospectus. Yeah, so this is talking about how this is the people who owned this mansion. They used to sell guns and transport grain. Anyway, let's go down. Rotate the thumbstick to open a door. Heelberry, $400. Gimel coin. There we go. Duplicator. Oh. So there's her dad with a few other people. It's only half it's only half of the photo though. Somebody else has the other half. She's being called Big Sis by her dad. Here is tiny Virginia. Obviously, I'm going to take a screenshot of that portrait. You know, 2 at once does take a little bit of practice, but all you need to do is just keep working your way up and gradually you'll be able to make them fit. I mean, what? Here she is crying. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to check something. Anything? No. Alright, so here's how to use a duplicator. There are doors that look like this all over the game. And what you do is you go into your item and you use the duplicator and it just... Yeah, I know, they did. They respawned and I thought it was weird. I thought like maybe I didn't break them, but then the chest behind them was open. Alright. It is now boss time. Wow. There we go. We just got to keep doing this. Taking hits and periodically dodging. Because we need to get up to... Oh, right. It's gonna... I'm gonna do one more. He missed, and I am just gonna use a heal berry. Which is way overkill for how much health I have. I am also screaming whenever I see a goblin. Alright, so what we do is... I can't believe you fell asleep during my incredibly exciting stream. Anyway, he's gonna shoot beams of light out of him and explode now. I mean, that's really more of a moan or a whimper than a scream, but I do get your meaning. Here's Armengard. She looks like that. Anyway, it's... I can't even deny... Like, I know it's a fucking whip. I know it is. I know it is. God damn it. Here's Shalty? That's what she looks like. Everybody gets a character portrait. It fucking rules. I like Virginia. She just really wants to help everybody. Don't think about that too much. Don't think about any of my potential role models when I've played this game. Yeah, so now we're gonna go visit our mother's grave. Which mysteriously always has one of her, like one of her favorite flowers on it. At least every so often, it respawns at specific points during the game. Yeah, so For the most part, Jet and Clive are experienced drifters. Gallows is just starting out, but he's arrogant enough to convince people that he's actually experienced, and Virginia is literally just starting out. Like, Gallows has 2 months on top of her. You're not always on top. Okay, and let's just do this. I fucking love this game so much. Actually, we can do this boss before we pause and I go to, you know, have a drink, because this is a pretty quick boss. This train looks like a fish. Oh yeah, you don't need to play these in any particular order. They take place in the same universe, but they're basically all about 100 years apart. So you just get little like references to the events of other entries in the series. But you don't really need to rely on it for like characters or story information. 3 was literally the first one I ever played. I either played 3 and then 1, or then 3 and then 2. But yeah, this is one of those PlayStation 2 RPGs where it does just feel like it's, oh, we've got more power than we did on the PlayStation 1. We can just beef up what we were doing there. And yeah, it works. I love that, because the PlayStation 1 had some of the best RPGs of all time. Like, just full of some truly excellent games. And the PlayStation 2 had a lot as well. Like, so fucking many. Like, landmark titles in RPGs. And then 7th Gen happened. And RPGs kind of became the thing that you would do on handheld devices. So thank fuck for the Vita, the PSP, and the, you know, the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS. Because for a while, those were your only real options aside from a select few titles compared to what you would see on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. Which is such a bummer. Oh yeah. So now we get to meet some new guys. I thought, oh wait, no, because you got the Thor instead of getting a Vita. I do want to get a Vita again, but if I do, I'm gonna have to go through like the process of replacing the battery. So here's this guy. I fucking hate this guy, but also he rules. He's like a recurring villain throughout the game until he's not. Yeah, so we're basically just trying to diffuse the situation. I mean, Beyblades are probably an expensive hobby. I know all about expensive hobbies. Don't worry about it. All right, so we want to take care of Dario first. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, we don't want to necessarily use, Oh, you bitch! You reload. You use a revive fruit on Big Sis. I think it just depends. Let's try throwing some... turn order is speed-based. Oh, I should have used him to heal, but... You know what? Heal yourself. And you shoot, and you, analyze Janus, the anus. You... has no resistances or weaknesses. Are you kidding me? Sure, heal edgelord, whatever. Reload, reload, Use a fucking revive fruit on Big Sis. Oh, right. Also, when you die, your FP goes to 0. Wait, hold on. I don't want you to do that. I want you to do... Just use a heal berry. Wife guy, shoot. Edgelord, shoot. You, use pressure. Yeah, well, in that case, I might forget 32 gigabytes of RAM at your place. There we go. And I only died twice. And then they all jump off a fucking train. See, situationally, I don't mind being called Princess, but I do think I would mind being called Princess by Janus. I'm always feeling gay. Anyway, now we're going to go to Baskar Village. Okay, and now I am going to go get a glass of water and do some stretches, and I will be right back after all of that. So I'm going to throw us over to the waiting scene. I should only be like a couple minutes, maybe like 3.5. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. It's going to be a mystery to all of us. Oh, shit. Oh, well, whatever. I'll pick that up later. Oh, wait, I gotta mute. Okay, hey, I am back. And yeah, I got about an hour left before I have to end stream, so let's keep playing. I think that's probably enough time to do the part where we get all of the summons. So I'm going to see how that goes. We might even have a little bit of time left after that. Oh, thanks, Amber. Yeah. So, oh, right. All right, so with where we are, our best bet is to just run this way. And that takes us to a random encounter. Anyway, we win. So here's Baskar, and this is where Gallows is from. So we're just back here again. Oh no, it's our hot little brother. So here's because Shane actually does end up being a pretty important character in the game, he gets multiple portraits. All right, so that's 1,200, which I think means we're only about probably 2,250 away from being able to afford a world map. Troublesome package is what they called me in university. So there's just shitloads of arc scepters. So we're getting a little bit of a small lore dump here. New portrait for Virginia. First of all, I didn't get owned by the turtle. I kicked that turtle's ass, eventually. So yeah, this is basically an end-of-the-world prophecy, which is a pretty big problem. It turns out it's bad when the world ends. I'm always bringing about peace and tranquility. So there are two kinds of mediums. There's artificial mediums like the one that Gallows is showing here, and then real mediums which are based on what you get when you kill a Guardian. So we're going to go kill 4 of them. I have never been an agent of chaos in my entire life. That game sucked. Quit hitting on wife guy, Granny. So yeah, based on Shane's dream of the prophecy of the end of the world, we have to release the Guardians, take them, and then use them to save the planet. Oh, right, and now I get to show off another feature of this game. As soon as I have control again... Yeah, the ask system. Activate selected keyword in the most painfully stretched backronym of all time. So if we press square, we can ask about the Southern Foothills. And we can ask about the, no, you blow my backronym out. Alright, I have control again, so here's another feature of the game. Which button does it? Oh, there we go. So you can switch between your 4 party members at will. And if we talk to Shane, he'll tell us that we can hear different things if we change the party leader. So if we switch over to Gallows, he'll be very weird and specifically passive-aggressive about, you know, getting Shane to, or getting Gallows to stay with his little brother, who definitely has normal feelings about him. And now we just do this. Now, as soon as you switch to Gallows, all that happens is that everybody starts talking shit on you. Merging your consciousness with the Guardians is great. Everybody loves it. And this guy just says, "You never fucking listen to me." I fucking love this. Oh. And she already said this to us before we left the village last time, just saying, yeah, the Water Guardian is cool and good. And we... Oh, right, we already raided the barrels here. So I'm going to save the game. I mean, we can save on the world map. Do we need to buy anything? Yeah. We still need just under $2,000 to afford the world map. That is a pain. All right, and now let's go to the place with the thing. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is... Oh. Right, you can't save on the world map. You can only save at save points. So let's do that. Oh, wait. Do we have... Yeah, we're full vitality and everything. Good. I mean, I don't have to just be speedy on the world map. I can also be speedy here. And then run face first into a rock. Now we can go do the main quest. There we go. Now let's do this. So before, when we were here, I have never played Jimmy in the Pulsating Mass. Before, when we were here, we didn't go up these stairs. That's because that's where all of this is. This fucking edgelord. The planet's dying, who cares? I'm always saying this when I'm holding my scepter. And then that happens. I'm going to kill you. With my dick. Alright, let's beat up a turtle. Yeah. Actually, no, we don't want to do the turtle first. I think... I'm just gonna use the guide for this part because there is a preferred order to do it. And now we're gonna fight Sturdark. Everybody ready to watch me fuck up a turtle? No, fuck up a turtle, not fuck a turtle. And so now what we do is we use Mystic with a heal berry to heal everybody. Wife Guy, Edgelord, and Deadbeat all shoot it. Alright, and now he is going to attack Wife Guy. That's okay. Wife Guy can take a hit. Alright, so you're gonna shoot and you're gonna shoot. Edgelord gets hit with pressure, that's okay. Wife Guy looking a little bit hurt. Ooh, refrigerate. Gatling at 75 is probably okay. Yep, there we go. Told you I could beat up a turtle. Alright, so now what we do... I mean, yeah, most people do refrigerate things. We're going to put Aqua Wisp on Deadbeat because that is going to make us much more effective against the next boss here at the Western Pillar, or Monolith rather. Alright, it's Fengalon. And he's using High Speed Ripper. Fuck. Alright, here's what we do. Wife guy shoot Fangalon. Edgelord use yet another revive fruit on Big Sis. Deadbeat use a fucking thing on Big Sis. I fucked that up. I was supposed to use a heal berry. I'm dumb. I want to use water, which is pressure. A 9-year-old can be dumb. Wow, what does this fucking cat have against Virginia? Anyway, it's dead now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Gale Claw on Virginia, and now we need to head over to... I think if anybody loves women, it's Remy. Remy loves women to an extreme degree. Is this one I want? Yeah, this is the Eastern Monolith. So this is where we fight Grundiev. So what we're going to do is be smart and defend on first turn. I mean, maybe the cat's just kind of a dick. Sometimes that happens. I want Vortex on this guy, and I'm going to shoot you, and I'm going to use... Put a heal berry on Big Sis, Deadbeat, just shoot. Ugh. And thankfully we can just, you know, completely destroy this giant lizard with tornadoes. There we go. We win. And so now we do the southernmost one. But first... And let's see, we got plenty of water gems. We have plenty of ice gems. Oh, this boss is gonna be jokes. Anyway, as you do, we are all going to first turn defend. Who's there? Wife guy, if you could just throw it. Oh wait, you don't need to throw an ice gem because you can cast. Oh. All right. Who? Wow, he just fucked Edgelord up. That doesn't sound like a joke. That just sounds like something you say you're going to do all the time. Alright, big sis. I need you to use our last revive fruit on Edgelord. Clive, if you could just use an ice gem. You too, Gallows. Anyway, we win. We now have all of the elements. Well, not all of them. As you can see, there are more slots. Eventually, we do get 2 more for each player, so like 8 more of them. I think we've got enough time for a little bit more. Oh, there's Janus. Just chilling out on top of a pillar. Good thing people don't look up. No, it's Janus. The anus. It might be pronounced Janus, but I'm going to call him Janus. Genus the penis is somebody else. That's what they called me in university. I can be annoying if I want to. I'm really good at being annoying in the right circumstances. People are saying this all the time. You're really annoying. And it, like... Actually, they do say that to me a lot of the time. Oh. You know, I'm just not going to reflect on that at all. Alright, so now what we can do is I'm going to go to this guy, who we haven't talked to yet, but he also has a portrait. It's Roykman. And we are still 1,000 short of being able to buy the world map. Let's talk to this guy. He got a foot injury, which is why he's been hanging out here. And he's going to go to the next village. On the shore to the southwest, we're going to go to Jolly Roger. So everybody's just talking about what they're going to do, and it looks like they're just going to all go their separate ways, but we know the story, how this story goes, so obviously they're going to stick together. And that bums Virginia out. Do a flip, Jax. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do a flip. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I showed you a clip on how to do it safely. Either do a flip or become a girl. You have two choices, and those are them. There we go. There we go. So a good source of early game money is just to gem farm, which is what I'm doing right now. I should have rested while I was at fucking Baskar. Oh, okay, so, we can't cross this barrier yet. However, when we do, we can do a quest over this way to unlock a way that we can get a massive amount of restorative items just very slowly. Please attack somebody other than Edgelord. Oh my god. At least this is like $400 just outright when we're done with this battle. Yeah, so let's see. Right now we have 2 fire gems and 4 wind gems. That's $600, which isn't quite enough. Oh, we're almost done, so you don't have to worry too much. But yeah, also, thanks for showing up. But yeah, oh. And let's see. Come on, actually do some attacking. There we go. Wife guy can take care of this for us, and Virginia. And... Wait, did that not do anything? I wasn't... Oh, wait, let's try... Oh, no. Let's try Inspire instead. Oh, that barely does anything. Okay. Oh, this isn't gonna do anything. These guys are made of fire. Oh, no, it does better than everything else does. Okay. There we go. And now we get a bunch of crystals. Or a bunch of gems, rather. Alright, so we got 7, we've got 10, that means we have 1,000, but we do need a few more than that, because... Oh, I know, they're even flavored. You know, flavored JO crystals. Oh, right, Edgelord is nearly dead. Edgelord, have a heal berry. Oh my god, please just get us to fucking... There we go. Alright, we've got some output now. Alright. Oh, that's not a lot. That is not a lot. I'll flavor your JO crystal? Oh, we're just gonna have to kill these guys, I think. They take, like, no elemental damage to anything we have. And we're completely out of vitality, so it kind of makes sense to go over here, scan for Jolly Roger. There it is. We should have enough for, yeah, let's get food and get drunk. So, here's this guy, and we're gonna just... There we go. And now we can buy... Oh, let's also talk to him. Used to be a prosperous harbor town. Now it's sand. Here's Dennis. He also has his own portrait. Wouldn't you know it? They all have their own portrait. Is she over here? Yes. Here's Sterling. Also cute. I'll just grab a picture. Right. Do you have anything in these barrels I can steal? No? You do have a bookshelf. Yep, so demons from another planet brought war to the brought war here, and there was a massive demon war, and shit went real fucking bad. Oh. This guy also has a portrait. Oh, I know. We dox her multiple times throughout the entire stream. There are plenty of cats on this planet. Oops, I already talked to Dennis. I wanted to talk to this guy. It's Herman. And of course, we've got the save point. Oh, wait, right. I need to do a small robbery. Oh, wait, no, this is the wrong door. So this is the armsmith. We can't afford anything here. Anything in these barrels? And, of course, she has a portrait. So, do we hear her out talking about her special sandcraft that will be able to cross the ocean of sand, or do we resist her blatant overtures? I think we should hear her out. She basically built a tank. We don't have enough dragon fossils to do anything about that. But also, let's look at the upgrade menu. So we can upgrade our shot, hit rate, bullet count, the weight of our weapon, and the crit chance. We can't afford to do any of this right now, but there are preferred builds for... I don't think you have anything to worry about. All she wants to do is sell me a tank. It's not like she wants to do anything cool. Alright, let's go over here. Take a look around. This is the... That's a Sandcraft dock. Well, Heelberry from the barrel. Mini carrot. How many mini carrots do I have? Only 4. I think I need probably 20 before it becomes practical. Now, we're just gonna rob the gun shop. Totally safe, totally smart idea. Go in here because there might be a thing in a barrel. No, we can't access any of the barrels. Oh, we don't have enough money. We don't have enough money to progress the plot. I need to go and grind for money. And then after that, I think I'm going to call the stream because I do have places to be at about 8:16 p.m. my time. Where could that possibly be? Right, let's just defend. There we go. Wife guy is ready to kill. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to defend with everybody. Well, at least Deadbeat and Wife Guy are ready to kill. Wife Guy loves to murder. There we go, and now we have enough money to sell some things and progress the game. There we go. That's 130. That's $300. So let's go back to town. All right, guess we'll have to sell at the arms smith. There we go. Now we have money again. We can afford the mandatory trip to the saloon. Oh, right. She also has a portrait. So she has a lead for us. We'll give her $150 for some food. And she's going to tell us about the Eternal Sparkle. Not to be confused with the crystal flower. He's such a fucking edgelord. Now edgelord is about to get told off for being a, you know, loner edgelord. It's very important to tell off edgelords. Oh, right, I don't have the yippee sound effect. Wait, yes I do. I technically do. Good, okay. All I have to do is... Is this it?
Yippee!
God, I hope that worked. So now we're off to try and find the Eternal Sparkle. Uh-oh, edgelord's got a problem. There are people who think that Jet and Virginia have some sort of romantic chemistry. We have not reached the character who Virginia has romantic chemistry with in this stream. None of you are ready for how gay this fucking girl is. She is just tearing into this guy. I love it. He is incredibly done. Mm. Anyway,
I did fall asleep reading a particularly erotic chapter in my grandmother's journal.
so yeah, basically we have gone through the opening of the game and are now a team. And oh right, as soon as we step outside, we get a cutscene. Oh, we are literally about to end stream, so don't worry about it. Bye, Jex. You're gonna miss like maybe 2 paragraphs of conversation before I save and raid somebody else. But thanks for coming. Yeah. Thanks for coming. But yeah, we've got, oh right, here's Janus's portrait here. And now he wants to work together for some reason. So the Eternal Sparkle is rumored to be in a place called the Ruins of Memory, which is pretty nearby, but it's also really big, and so there might still be treasure there. I'm sure we won't have a boss fight with anybody who has already repeatedly antagonized us there. That couldn't possibly happen. And there we go, and now we can save. All right, and so I'm going to throw us over to this scene and close this. Save state for resume, even though we just saved the game. Love you too, Amber. And I am going to, let's take a look. Oh yeah, we got a few people here. I think we can just go to the stream manager and just raid a channel, because I think that's just the polite thing to do, is filter it to my following. Who's live right now? We've got yeah, we'll raid Fiora, who is currently playing La Mulana 2. Oh, I guess she finally started 2. I thought she was still on 1. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm just going to throw us over to there because she's good. I like her. And just wait a couple seconds. And all right, I'm going to press the button. Thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you later. Boom. And now